Hey friends, remember last week when I said that I was going to have to start taking notes and I asked you to let me know what solutions you've had for solving for that? Well, I got some great responses. Monica McGillicuddy says, I dictate into my notes app, helps keep me on track. Jack Grove says, I definitely have to write stuff down. I have a lot of lists and notes and different reminders always set. Otherwise, I will forget things in a heartbeat. Now, he continues with, sometimes I find that I actually enjoy flying by. I like being in a routine as I feel most productive and as though I'm doing something useful at those times. Wow, that sounds like the textbook definition of flow. Doing something productive and the world just kind of steps back. Nice going, Jack. Finally, Schneiderd, one of my oldest, closest friends, had some very thoughtful comments on mindfulness. The only escape from an endless, eternal blurring grind is to be mindful of where you are and what you're doing. If you're eating, then eat mindfully. If you're picking up dog poop in your lawn, then do it mindfully. If you're playing with your kids, then do it mindfully. Now, this response is still reverberating in the back of my head. My 53rd year was not intended to be a mindfulness exercise, but that's kind of what it turned into. In the description, you'll find a link to a related article from Wait But Why. It's called Life is a Picture, but You Live in a Pixel. And that article is kind of what prepped me for this conversation about mindfulness. So, that was some of the conversation from last week's episode. So we're going to hit the highlights from last week, and then we're going to set the stage for next week. So I don't really have like a cohesive story for this last week. It's more just little vignettes. So here's the first update. I can sleep in a bed again. If you weren't here for what the bleep did I do to my neck, there was a 3 to 4 week period where I could not lay down horizontally. This made sleep challenging. Really challenging. I still don't have much mobility in my neck, but the lack of pain is, well, really nice. Okay, the second update. We've been dealing with a heat wave here without air conditioning. Now, we're talking cranky kids, cranky parents. Fans are helping. Third update. Continuing to have conversations with old friends from old jobs. And this project just continues to bear fruit. It's something I've started doing and I'm going to continue doing. Tracking people down that I haven't talked to and talking with them. Now, on a weirdly related note, this fourth update has to do with an interesting video on addiction that I watched with Misadventure Monkey Saturday night. There's a link in the description. I'm still assimilating this video, but it's got some fascinating implications for any of you who've got habits that are not working for you. For me, it's the extra 50 to 100 pounds that I've been carrying since the late 80s. What does that have to do with conversations with old friends? Watch the video and remember the phrase rat park. It'll start to make sense. So that's all for today, family. Please like, subscribe, and down in the comments, please ask me a question and I'll see if I can work it into an upcoming episode. Next week, on a related health weight front, I'll talk about my 1.5 year experience using the, how did I call this? The slow carb experimental body hacking protocol. I'll see you then.